To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
Thoughts? Less aggressive.
Less aggressive. He was coached, for sure.
For sure. I mean,
Which is fine.
Which is fine.
It's fine.
Under the circumstances.
And if he truly means it, then great.
Okay.
And if he didn't do what they're accusing him of doing, then great.
Okay. What do you think about the message? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Give me your thoughts, Sarah. Sarah's thoughts.
I feel like the message could have been better. I feel like he could have not placed blame, maybe, on somebody else.
He is being sued
You
for
know,
rape.
sure, he is being sued for rape, but I think he could have kept the other people's names out of it and just said, this is my perspective. This is where I'm coming from.
Okay.
It's not them putting this on. Well, it is them putting this on him, but I think he should have just said, I'm dealing with it in my own way.
Okay.
Something. I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like it was, you could tell he was reading it. It didn't feel like it was from, like, sincerely from the heart.
Right.
It felt like somebody else wrote it.
Right.
And that's okay. As a celebrity, sometimes you have PR teams, right? Like, presidents have people that write their speeches for them. Same type of thing. But
Right.
I don't know that was sincere, but I don't know him well enough. I've only seen 2 clips of him.
Right, which is fine. Well, the only thing is that it wasn't like really an apology because it was more so a defense.
Right.
Saying that he didn't do what he's being accused of doing.
But doesn't that happen in the courtroom? Shouldn't that be where his defense is if he's being sued?
Right, but as a public figure in the eye of the public and the celebrity, whatever you want to call it, if he doesn't get ahead of it, then it looks suspicious. Like, why hasn't he said anything?
I
blah,
guess.
blah. Because obviously, like, he has to, like, he stepped away from his job at ESPN because of all this controversy and whatnot. So it's like he's gonna, and then who knows how long before he gets into court. It's not gonna be next week. It's probably gonna be months from now.
Yeah. But even still, like, people have probably already made up their minds, and that's not gonna change it. You know what I mean?
Right. So do you think that if people have, quote unquote, people have made up their minds, do you not think that damage control helps with that view? Like, there are some people that made up their minds, but there are some people that might have seen that video and like, oh, I believe him, he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
This sounds like a shakedown, blah blah.
I think it depends on which video you saw first.
Oh, okay. Well, the first video wasn't recent. Like, it was an older video.
Like, I mean, like, or I think it depends on if you saw that or the allegations, like whose side you saw first. Because if I saw that first, I probably would have went and researched it and been like, what's going on here?
Gotcha.
And then I might waffle a little bit more.
Okay.
But I think because I knew the story beforehand, as a woman, I'm kind of like,
okay.
you know? So that's just, I want to be heard. If I had that allegation, I wouldn't want everyone to be like, oh, you're just saying it because he's a celebrity. So I need to hear both sides. I don't know what the truth is. I think from my perspective, that was scripted. That was written for him. He was reading off of a piece of paper. That didn't feel like it was from his heart defending his character.
Gotcha.
I think that would have played more into people changing their minds about the situation. But
okay. I'm not mad at that. I understand where you're coming from. Jesse on Facebook said, what does a 19-year-old woman have to offer a 56-year-old man?
There's one thing. It's in her pants.
Okay. You got it here first from Sarah. Jesse also says, I feel like a man as established as Sharpe would just know better. The behavior was sketchy and so risky. Why? Question mark. That man has so many other options. I think he's feeling the consequences of his actions. Granted, the world is watching and that's tough. If he hadn't slept with her at all, then it'd be easier to defend himself. Well,
yeah.
Duh to the last sentence. Jesse says she's me, as I am researching if he slept with this girl at all. So I guess she sees the similarity in what you're saying. We do have other clips to just browse real fast on the matter. One sec, because the people are talking about this left and right. Let's see what this guy has to say about it.
So she's old enough to be an OF model and an S3X worker, but she's not old enough to be with somebody that is older. Okay. I 110% agree that, bro, if you're in your mid-50s, early 50s, you shouldn't be messing with a 19-year-old. Point blank, period. I fully agree. But at the same time, two conversations are supposed to be had right now. And I haven't seen nobody talking about the other one. Definitely not any women. She's old enough to be doing S3X work. She's old enough to be doing OF content. She's old enough to post her body literally nude. Y'all say she's mentally mature enough to do all of that and mentally understands the repercussions of doing all of that, but not mature enough to sleep with somebody that's older than her? I just don't understand it. I think OF and all spicy websites need to be banned, point blank, period. But it's $1 trillion industry, so obviously that's not going to happen. I say move the minimum age from 18 to, I want to say 25, but obviously that's very unrealistic. Bare minimum 23, we'll say that. All I'm saying is if you're one of those people that support this line of work, and you support 18-year-olds in this line of work, but then on the other hand, you say they're not mature enough to sleep with somebody older. Again, sleep with somebody older, not date, not marry. They just slept together. It doesn't add up. It just doesn't add up. So she's old enough to be an OF model and an S3X worker.
What are our thoughts, but she's not. Sarah?
I mean, I agree. Whenever you're of consenting age, you could sleep with whoever you want. You could sleep with a 90-year-old if you want, albeit it might be kind of weird and gross. But to me,
sugar daddies he love to.
Right. I mean, look at all the women Hugh Hefner used to get. But that doesn't give the authority to that person to do something that the woman doesn't want to do.
Absolutely, of course.
So I think that's kind of the other piece of this is that maybe they did go in as consenting adults and then something escalated and it turned into she no longer wants to participate in what he's doing.
I like that response. Do you mind if I show you another clip?
No.
Shannon Sharpe signed a $100 million contract and immediately got sued for $50 million by a woman who said that he assayed her. Then he dropped them text messages, cleared it all up. I bet her lawyer was like, but when you listen to the story, right, like, it never made sense. He aggressively pursued you in the gym. Okay, right. We're just gonna take that as truth. So like, all right, you gave him your number. Then y'all were texting. He asked you to sign an NDA. You said no. He said cool. Invited you over his house. You drove to his house. And you've only ever met him in the gym. And y'all was texting. You drove to his house. You're 19. He's 50-something. You drove to his house. He opened the door, didn't say a word to you, walked up the stairs, and you followed him. You got up to his bedroom. He went in the bathroom. When he came out, he laid in the bed. You didn't know what to do. So you laid in the bed. And nothing happened for about 10 minutes. Then he essayed you in the bed with the lights off. There was a second encounter where you went to his house again. Mind you, you said you were essayed the first time you went to his house. And then you went to his house again. You said you showed up 5 minutes late, and as soon as you walk in the house, he start yelling at you, and he grabbed you by your neck and start taking it. Ooh, this is crazy. And then Shannon Sharpe said, baby. Here y'all go. Here go the text messages. She freaked out, I'm freaked out, we freaked out. One thing that I had, though, was consent. Thank you all for coming. Shannon Sharpe signed a $100 million contract and immediately got sued.
What do we think? Sarah, talk to me.
Where is that side of the story coming from?
The text messages.
There were texts saying that between the two of them?
Yeah, different thing. Like, she's dropping voicemails or like not even voicemails, but like they're on the phone. She's recording it. Oh my god!
Was this a business transaction?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't think.
I think that changes a lot if it is.
How? Talk to me, Sarah.
I think if she's being paid by him, there's more incentive for her to go back.
So is it? But what does that mean? If she is being paid by him, does that make it grape?
If she said no, or if she said she didn't want to do it anymore, or she changed her mind.
But then why would she come?
Well, that's what I mean. Like, so the first time, was she being paid for it?
Mm-hmm.
People will do a lot of stuff for money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you see sex workers all the time on the streets that go with the same Johns that abuse them and pay them. If they need money, they're gonna go back.
Right.
So if she, I don't know, if she's being paid for it, that's her incentive to go back.
No, it gets deeper, just a little bit deeper. Depends on who's hearing the information. So I gotta find the guy because the guy gives it up properly. All right, so apparently this is what makes it kind of messy, and I can't, like, when it does go to court, it's just gonna be like even more like, what do we do with this type of situation? Because apparently when they were interactive, it was I'm trying to think of a good word. Aggressive.
Okay, yeah.
But like possibly consensually aggressive, but like it's hard to explain. Like, the clip will do better.
Shannon Sharpe sued for $50 million over alleged you know what. Now, this clearly did not happen. This is a shakedown. But as a hater, I realize sometimes people deserve to get shook down. And Shannon, unfortunately, you are a dummy of the day. Oh, Rip, you 50-something, she 19. That's younger than your youngest kid. So you already on some freak of the week, kinky type shit. But then to see the text she was sending you? I mean, as soon as I read, put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're fucking me, I'm like, oh yeah. Y'all two into some freak dominatrix type shit. So clearly she never got you know what. But she's now going to financially extort you. And to think that these was the good text messages. I know you missed this big juicy ass, $25K for each cheat. It's like, what the fuck was y'all talking about? Immediately you knew she had a link in her bio, which you know what that means. That's OF, which means she's already financially extorting motherfuckers. She's 19 years old. She didn't even give life a try. So this is what she's going to be doing for life. And to think that you came in there like, oh yeah, I'm a Shannon Sharpe unk this shit. Like nah, son, you getting set up. I want you to put a big black baby in me. Put that big black baby in me. See, this is a cake. This is like one of them, they racially fucking each other. Like, yeah, you like this slave dick? Yeah, go ahead. Give me that nigga dick, please. It's just like, oh shit. I mean, I get it. I get your case, but for you to sit there, 50-something, like, how the fuck you ain't know what's gonna happen? And guess what? You probably taking money out your own pockets. You still gonna sign a big deal, but the fact that you let this happen, this is your fault. 50-something to 19 is fucking egregious. Now, 10, 12-year difference. Even if you 30, dating an 18, 19-year-old, that's fucking weird. Now, when you get to 40, dating 30, or even 35, dating 25, 26, okay, now y'all both grown. So they can't even legally drink yet. I'm a hater, not a liar. I want to see you win, son. I love to see black athletes thrive after they finish their career and find their space in media and really put a voice. But it's just like, calm your horny ass down, boy. Like, what the fuck? She even got you on a phone call talking about, yeah, you say manipulating again, I'm going to choke your ass out. And you ain't like hear the big pause. And she's like, I don't want to be choked. Immediately, I'm like, hold on. We be damn near racially fucking the shit out of each other, saying the most ridiculous shit. Now you don't want to be choked? You don't got a choice in the matter. It's just like, Unc is on freak mode 1,000% of the time. And then for you to take the extra step, go on video and be like, yeah, there could be a sex tape dropping very soon. And I'm just going to say, you're going to hear some wild shit. It's just like, oh, man, this boy manifests the feeling and character, son. He wildin'. You may be cooked, my boy. Go your role and go get someone your own age, or else you're going to be out of a job and out of a lot of money. Sometimes people deserve to be extorted. This time,
Hey, if you guys like this video, make sure you check out these videos where we talk more about music, dating, and real life situations. Thank you for supporting the podcast. Make sure you check out these videos and make sure you subscribe. Peace.